This station rules the nation. Truth FM 96.1.
Oh yes. And sometimes you just allow the same song to just roll on and on. What a way again to say good morning on a Monday morning. This is the TBS, the Truth Breakfast Show. 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show, folks. The TBS for short on the Monday morning. A new month, new innovation. Don't let your dreams scare you. Always chase after your dream. Good morning, folks. Let's have a great time this morning on the Truth Breakfast Show. Cutting across the 15 counties in the land and breath of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty brought us together. And I also say, let justice be done to all. Yes, so much to thank God for. The month of June. Oh, yes. Happy Father's Day in advance to all fathers. Those caring dad. Dad that will take care of the kids. Take care of the children. Not to make the babies and run away. Good morning, folks. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Ramos Maca Davis. You don't know it all. Yes, good morning, Mac. I'm starting up on Monday, anyways. Yeah,
Yes,
my
yes.
Monday do me well at
Good
all.
morning. Yes, good morning. And I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. You will go through a little bit and then things will get okay. This young man,
Yeah, man. Super calling
this
is the
young man
cause.
recklessly broke his phone this morning for no reason. I don't know.
You call it recklessly? I blame it on Cyprian Collie.
Yeah.
Cyprian, if you're listening this morning, Nimba, my mobile have gone. Those of you who texting me, I'm not seeing nothing
Your
this
phone is
morning.
damaged.
Yes, the
No
phone.
new word to use
Yeah,
about that. Your phone is damaged. You can't see anything.
I'm not seeing
It
nothing.
is blind.
Blind?
It is deaf. It's dumb.
Oh, blind, deaf,
Deaf and
and
dumb.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing. You
Yeah.
can't see
So,
anything.
any of you sending me message, I'm not seeing
Yeah,
nothing this
I'm
morning.
sorry. I'm
Yes,
sorry
yes,
for
yes.
your little trouble this
So
morning.
David Cote, please divert everything to Maka this morning. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm not
So
gonna see anything.
yeah, sure. So
Even President Boga messaged me, so I will
you
not
will
see
not
it.
see the president message.
What?
Don't man say that today.
Yeah,
There's
boy,
something
man.
about me. Go spoil the phone this morning. Yeah, first, good morning. It's good for us to
Mhm.
be here this morning. Yes, we are here. Unfortunately, this young man broke his phone this morning, but things will be okay. We are hoping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't message me. Don't message me. And Maka, interestingly, on Saturday, I did a video on the Bushwa Island.
Okay.
The rain fell like for 2 hours. The whole Bushwa Island was cut off.
Okay.
Yes, the water took over the whole road from LPRC, from Amos to LPRC, all the way to Clareton Store.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
really wanted to display the video, but unfortunately, hey man, yeah,
Not the devil.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry for that.
You want me to say what I want to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Congratulations to this team.
Okay.
I gotta cheer
No,
myself.
go ahead.
Ah.
It'll be okay.
I gotta
It'll
cheer
be okay.
myself. Come there.
You know, all the people following me in that already do my stand.
Yeah,
So
I saw your post.
yeah.
There's somebody went through it, Jesse. You go follow like you go do that kind of post.
You now understand, Onu. I didn't follow like it is. You know, it's like when you are a fan of Barcelona, you think the same. You know,
Okay.
yeah, we think the same.
There's no way you cheer Real Madrid.
Yeah. Never, never.
Congratulations, I feel constructively jealous about this club. 15-time winners of the Champions League.
How they will win the Champions League 15 times when other teams from Europe, the top teams, clubs all over, the strongest economies in the world, Germany, the likes of Spain, and let me take out Spain for that because they all
England, Germany, Italy.
All they can win it even 9 times that they didn't can win it 15
Congratulations.
times. That medicine football they play.
Yes, I just need one of the badge as an Arsenal fan.
You want to badge?
Yeah, just one. 15?
You gotta console yourself because you get Champions League trophy on your own. So you gotta find consolation somewhere, somehow.
Yeah. So you know how I knew Madrid was winning the game? After 3 minutes in the game, with my favorite commentator, John Champions and Peter Drury, the veteran came out to do a commentary. The man is getting old now.
Yeah.
So, but when the final he comes out to do a commentary, John Champion and Peter Drury, both of them were on it. When Vinicius Jr. after 3 minutes tried to cheer the fans and say, "Wake up."
That was the time
yes. In 3 minutes of game, the guy turned to. That was in London, at Wembley Stadium. He just said, "Wake up, man. This is final. We know that for winning final."
That beginning a photo place too.
And a potential Ballon d'Or winner there.
Imagine that.
Yes.
No football in here.
Congratulations to Fred of Real, man. One no football.
But what Madrid want to do honor? They already dominating all in Spain. Then they bring him Mbappe again.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Somebody posted and said, "Yeah, Madrid also Mbappe. We are producing player for the Spanish national team.
Yeah.
Because all the young Spanish players we bringing them for La Masia
to
make them good players on the Spanish
national team.
What kind of problem here? So
damn it.
Anyway, we have some financial issues, so
yes.
But we'll be okay. We are hoping that. And let me officially say welcome to our new manager and coach. Hansi Flick.
Flick. Oh, from Bayern Munich.
Yeah, he's from Bayern Munich.
Okay.
He's a German coach, and we are hoping that I think we need a very tough, strong coach. Maybe a figure. Yeah, a figure like Mourinho.
Okay.
Yes, a figure like Diego Simone, people like that. I think Baga need, in order for us to move forward, we need a strong, hard head coach like that. We don't want to discredit the work that Xavi did. Xavi took over the team when the team was really down, and he did his best. Coming to even win La Liga was a great feat for him. So we don't have a problem. We're just hoping that we can, man. We need to compete. That's not a Barcelona we know. But to transition from a player like Messi is not easy also. People have to understand that. Yeah, so we are hoping that our children will do well. The likes of Lami,
Pedri.
Yeah, Pedri, Gavi. Gavi has been struggling with injury and stuff like that. But we're hoping we can do great, man.
All I do is talking David Cody lost.
You know anything. Only I eat that man. Only I eat David man.
David lost. What these guys are saying.
You take I eat on David finish. David know anything about modern football.
Yeah, man.
By the time you were football administrator that time,
and then Papi Sumo no hat.
That time there was no tiki taka. He doesn't even know where they got tiki taka. That's the first thing. David Cody didn't know tiki taka.
Only Adeble.
Yeah.
Ball bounce. Yes, good morning, folks. The Breakfast Show is great to be here. 7 minutes up to 8 o'clock. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has admitted his African National Congress party has suffered a challenging election after the party lost its majority for the first time at Pata.
They left from 57 to what?
Yes, coming through.
To 40 something?
Yeah, 40 something. So the ANC, once led by Nelson Mandela, won 159 seats in a 400-seat parliament. Look at that. Down from 230 in the previous. So this is why the man playing a smart game now. Ramaphosa still described the result as a victory for democracy, calling on rival parties to find a common ground, apparently preparing for a coalition talks.
Oh, exactly.
Yes, let's prepare for a coalition.
Other than that, but even though they didn't allow Zuma to
hire him, baby.
Yes.
Jacob Zuma.
So Zuma is going to mobilize forces against his former party, the ANC.
You feel the coalition?
In fact, that's one of the main reasons why the ANC lost the number of seats they lost, and that percentage reduced hugely because of Zuma president, even though he was not allowed constitutionally, but his picture was still on the ballot. Yes, so he is going to be leading another effort to form a collaboration, while Cyril Ramaphosa is also going to be looking for collaboration. Because other than that, if Ramaphosa doesn't act fast to build a collaboration, if they build it against him, then it's going to be bad for him.
It'll be bad for him.
Yes.
Yeah, so again, we'd like to say good morning, folks. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. It's Monday morning. Our president of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Yoba Boyka, traveled to South Korea and expected to return on the 8th of June. Yes, so a lot of things to talk about on the Monday morning. Yes, let's see if we can give a lineup. Good morning to all my newest. I'm seeing most of the papers. Those of you who show love of us, we're showing love to you back. Happy anniversary to the Independent newspaper. You know, Maka, when I started journalism, I used to be a reporter for the Independent.
Okay.
Yes. My man Kainen Segwe from LRA. He was the editor at that time. Yes, going back and forth. 23 years of professional journalism. The Independent, congratulations, Sam O.D. and the rest of the team. And those of you watching us online, continue to share the love of us. The White Hat Initiative, the page on Facebook, just on Friday, we are up to 100 likes. 100 followers.
Okay.
Yes, from 11 to 100. Yes, White Hat Initiative. Just search for you on Facebook. And let's give a promotion to our LHI development. Yes, let's see what we have this morning on the Monday morning.
Yes, let's go for the lineup this morning on the TBS. Coming up shortly, we will take this is the first edition of the show since
this month
for June.
Yes.
Yeah, so David Koti will come out shortly with the health tip this morning, and that will be followed by the review of the local dailies to bring you up to speed with what are the stories being reported in the print media. And as a reminder, this show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. Again, in our studio chat this morning, we will talk about a lot of other things. Again, is the government struggling with public relations as the MICAD media institution to call media institutions to a one-day roundtable discussion? What it would say, and we'll talk about it this morning. And some parties of the Unity Party had a protest at the party headquarters. What are they protesting about? We'll talk about that in our studio chat this morning. Magibians also, they're looking for an outcome of LACC indictment against officials of the county health team and other institutions or individuals in the county. So we'll talk about that also. And at 8:20 to 8:30 this morning, we'll bring you the segment Talk to Your Leaders, where we give you the opportunity to interact with us on some of the talking points this morning. 8:30 to 9:15, Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. The communication here, Ruth Battle, will sit with us and talk about the fisheries sector this morning. Let's see what I received that message from her. So yes, Ruth will be with us this morning, and let me say, yesterday was her birthday. So when she comes, we'll tell her happy belated birthday. And at 9:15, we'll bring you sports with Naomi Apia and our commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank here on the show. 9:20 to 10 o'clock. Again, on the last segment of the show, why is it that the Liberian coins, money, it's been rejected in some sector of the business environment? So we'll have journalists, not just journalists, but veteran Liberian broadcast journalist John Colley will be our guest on the last segment of the show this morning to talk about the coins, and especially not being accepted as some area of the market. That is a problem. And Mr. John Colley, the head of LMDR, will sit with us to talk about this. And I think John is the right person to come and talk about this because yes, they have been doing some public education about this thing. They've held a dialogue in several parts of the country, educating the people about these coins and the new money and stuff like that, for people to say, you get somebody, in fact, why that coin is given to them, say they're angry already. Say, why you want to give me this thing?
I remember Captain went for his...
Yeah, and they gave Captain how much? 4,000?
4,000 in coins. Remember for AFA retirement money? And they tell her right at the bank, Just put it to the window, give 4,000 in
They
coin.
went buying a military moon stick.
in a
So
in a
what's this?
in a black plastic. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Black plastic.
And guess what? The coins, the way it is done is that they seal it in the, you know that plastic with a zip.
Yeah.
No, yes.
Is there what is the iron rack or what? And let's say it's your money. Take
Your
it
money.
home. Take it home.
Say if you don't take this thing from before me,
The captain said, well, then we'll shut this whole bank down. Yeah, but it's a beautiful lineup again.
yeah. So in the midst of our country first, and that is one of the key reasons why we will have our senior colleague to come here this morning and talk to our Liberian people about this money issue. So I mean, the show promises to be interesting. We'll be talking about a lot of educative issues this morning. And yes, thanks for joining us.
Great. Good morning to the folks at the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, the LTA. I mean, you gave us some kind of information that the internet was going out for 10 hours, but we didn't see it happening.
Nothing happened.
Yes, next time I'll be making the public a friend,
And
man.
in fact, outside of the time frame they gave,
Yeah, still nothing.
nothing happened. And then outside of the time frame they gave, we started experiencing some kind of little slow pace of the internet.
It was still going through.
What's going on?
Yeah, man, you show up information, don't bring it out to the
And
public.
guess what happened? Somebody was telling me, oh, so Librarian paid the money they were owing. I said, which money? They said we were owing. That's why they shut the internet. I said, oh,
In the internet system, it didn't go down.
it didn't go down.
It didn't go down.
Yeah.
But you
That
issue
way
of
they also write B headline, yeah. And then at the end of the day, people will say, oh my God, they say, what will happen? I just there explaining according to your press release.
yeah, so I'm yet thinking the next time the LTA send a proper press release out again, how the public will take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do all
I
your
think
background.
they need to come back and say something to the
Yeah,
public.
yeah, apologize, man. For 10 hours, the internet was going to rumble. And I mean, we still use the internet, even you're going to affect some online financial transaction because once the internet is down, you won't do no banking transaction, nothing. And we're still using the internet. So the LTA needs to say something. There are a lot of professionals down there. So you'll send the information to the public. It didn't go as planned. Anyway, let's bring you help tip. Yes, with Derek Ernest Coty. And again, those of you texting my orange number, I'm not going to see nothing. I'm not seeing nothing. I'm not seeing message. I'm not seeing calls and nothing.
Yes. So
In the library with the blind.
David, yeah.
David, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Good morning, Silent Listener Association Chairman Richmond Anderson. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. I think we have David.
Yeah.
David, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, that is great. Good morning. How are you?
Thank you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Oli.
Okay, let's go straight into the health tip.
Right. Our topic is a very, very major one that I want you to please follow. Multi-morbidity is our topic today. That is having multiple chronic long-term health conditions at the same time. Can you imagine some people are unaware that they are living with 2 or 3 chronic diseases simply because you can imagine having diabetes and heart failure at the same time, or a man living with prostate cancer and lung cancer at the same time, or a woman living with breast cancer and cervical cancer at the same time, or even worse, a man or woman living with stroke, hepatitis B, sickle cells, and kidney failure. Can you imagine that? Oh, I know you want to build a new house costing $1,000. I know that. And I know I'm also aware that you have 2 degrees already, 2 masters, and you want to have another one. That's good. Or you want to buy a new SUV, even though you have some cars in your yard already, very good ones. Other people don't have even one. Riding KK, you have 2 or 3. But you want to buy a new SUV to add to the one you have already. That's already good. All of these things ain't mean nothing. I was speaking the Congo way. All of these things ain't mean nothing once your health is not good. So, my advice to you, go to the hospital and check what's happening to you. You look so good, handsome, beautiful, all those kind of things. You sing well in the choir. You want to be president. You want power every day, but you don't know what's happening in there. Go and check yourself so that you don't suffer from multi-morbidity. All right. Remember this. If you have not started drinking hot water in the morning, first thing in the morning on empty stomach, you better start practicing now. Now, hot water in the morning. I'm not saying tea. Now, don't get me wrong. I have advised you on many occasions not to drink tea or coffee on empty stomach. Here I'm talking about hot water, plain hot water. I got my flash right here with me now. If you haven't started drinking hot water in a month, you better start practicing now. There are many benefits, more than 10 or 15 benefits, but I'll talk about just two because of time. Blood circulation. You know, life is in the blood. Once your blood is not circulating throughout your body properly, you will have what we call blood clot. And that's where you will find how to call it, high blood pressure, and some other problems coming in. The second good reason for drinking hot water in the morning is that it will detox your body. All of the old particles, like the calorie you ate last night, or whatever you ate in the evening time, you sleep. In the morning, when you drink hot water, my friend, I'm not saying one time. This thing has to be consistent. I do mine every morning. Drink it in the morning, and you will see the difference. It will detox your body, clear out all of those old particles from there. Now, don't forget, drink it consistently. You don't do it today, the next day you see you get benefit from it. Thank you very much. And OD, I'm sorry for your incident. We hope that those who are listening, those who are well to do,
How about you?
oh, oh man, I'm not up to the level of certain, I'm not Edwin Snow.
There's oh,
I'm not Musa Belete.
but Snow is not my friend. Musa is not my friend. Yeah, my friend.
Oh, yeah, I'm your friend, but I wish I could do it.
You can do it.
All right. We'll talk about that.
And by the way, by the way, thank you for the new pickup, man. You see, I was seeing on the internet now the whole phone. Yeah, you have a brand new pickup.
Oh, don't mind it. That thing has been refurbished. I spread that thing and worked on so many things that
Oh, that is him pickup.
they same pickup. Nobody giving no new pickup.
Why you post that on the Facebook? I saw you posted on your deal on the Facebook. Yeah, you put that on. It's on your Facebook. You posted your pickup on the Facebook.
I only sent it to you. WhatsApp. I don't know how I got on Facebook.
Okay,
No.
let me tell you this. It is on your day on Facebook.
Yes,
So
on
you,
your day. I
yeah,
saw it.
yeah, it's on your day on Facebook. You make it
Yeah.
public. Like President Baka have given you a new pickup. How you do it?
I don't know. You see, I don't know much about these things. I don't know how I did that.
But the people who can help you to cook for the house, they can help you.
Oh man, if people kind of cooking and clean up,
That's the only thing they can come to do.
yeah, that's the only thing you can come to. Only to clean up and cook, finish.
Then they can come back later.
Yeah, people want to rest. I got 2 bedrooms here, and I don't restrict anybody. I'm living here alone. Small building, empty.
So when they cook and clean up, they can go home and come back later.
The rest.
Yeah, no, you can stay right here and rest. You want to go and come back? The place is free.
So the place free. Why you don't allow only an adult to visit you in a day?
If fine, people can't come to my. If Supper George wants to come and visit me, no problem. If Clive Jackson wants to visit me, no problem. You can imagine Christopher Sari being here more than 10 times. He's no threat. No threat. Those ugly people are no threat.
So what makes O'Neil a threat?
The men are handsome men. And you too, you're fun. If you want to come here, come in the night.
Okay.
Nobody.
That'll be so. Bye bye.
They will see you, man. Put that thing down for the internet. Maybe that mistake. Yeah. And how you made mistake? You have to put your whole bank account on.
I told you this man don't know anything of recent. So go chat to that thing then I'll probably know.
Okay, let's bring in a review of the local daily. It's Monday morning. Yes, this is the breakfast show. It's 6 minutes down 8 o'clock. Okay, so let's start out with our first stop this morning. Is of course it's the Global News Network, the GNN newspaper. Yes, we know we are the front page of the GNN, the Global News Network. Senator McGill private office faces eviction. Wow, there should be somewhere in Boston. The Nimba County, Mangibi Senator, sorry. Senator McGill private office faces eviction. Senator Nathaniel McGill has been captured, yeah. It's on the front page of the GNN. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Presidential. That's President Boyka leads delegation to South Korea. Joseph Boyka is away for 8 days. And of course, I'm seeing an entourage here off to Seoul. It's also captured on the front page of the GNN newspaper. AFS soldier reportedly commits suicide. Another sub-lead story here. And I'm seeing the late Sergeant Bobby Mendet reportedly commit suicide. For what? You can grab a copy of the GNN. Let's see if I can go to the back page. What the back page have? The back page of the Global News Network, reinventing the central bank. President Boyka strategic opportunity. And by the way, what happened with the GSC? The other report, the most talk about other reports on Friday was not released. Why? The GSC tell us, man. Okay, so it's on the back page here. Manpower kills woman during love. Hey, yeah, they were in Uganda. I'm like, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Manpower pills kill a woman during love. Hey, man. Yes.
She took it.
The guy took it.
Okay.
You don't want to stop. Yes, yes. Manpower pills kill woman during love. This is in Uganda.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. What you want to achieve, we don't know. Still on the back page of the GN and LA Childhood Mentorship Program on the rise. And I'm seeing young and energetic Rachel MP's card has been captured here on the back page of the GNN LA Childhood Mentorship on the rise. Yes, Rachel Scott is on the back page from the GNN in the reviews of the GNN.
Yes, let's go for the Daily Observer newspaper this morning. Thanks to William for sending in the papers. The front page, the lead story on the front page, some Liberian embassies are in squalid conditions. Representative Moba calls for adequate investment in foreign missions to bolster country's image abroad. I'm seeing district number 3, Representative Small Moba, captured on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. It says some Liberian embassies are in squalid conditions, and he wants investment in the foreign missions, boost the country's image. The Maserati lawmaker is captured. The sub-lead story. CC recommends robust electoral reforms. That's the election coordinating committee here. Yes, 31 robust electoral reforms. The head of that institution, Oscar Bloy, is captured also on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Transport Minister, Transit Authority boss summoned hike in transport fare. Okay. Yes. So that has been reported in the Daily Observer newspaper. Let's go to the back page. The back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Government pledges to empower Liberian returnees. Representative Johnson and Minister Pangalu recognized the challenges faced by returnees, adding that the government is working on establishing comprehensive rehabilitation and vocational programs. They're talking about our brothers and sisters from Ghana who are currently in transit in Bong County. The Gender Ministry launches National Policy Dialogue is another story on the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. So this paper is sold for just $40 Liberian. Grab a copy and read the details of these stories.
Yes, let's move on. This should be my last stop this morning. The Independent newspaper turns 23 years on today. Congratulations. Independent at 23. Sam O'Dean, publisher, is the editor. Is capturing, in fact, the entire front page of the Independent newspaper. They have all of the stats. The photos are here. Say Independent at 23 today. Congratulations, Sam O'Dean, publisher.
And I'm seeing some of our colleagues that
Okay.
Yeah, Frank Martin, Robert Dixon, Georgia Johnson Bacon, Daniel S. Dean is also captured. Nathan V. Dean, Vanny Ducle, my own friend and brother.
Okay.
We got each other partners.
Okay.
LB Sibley is also captured. I'm seeing Wilbur Todd, by Sissy, Rebecca Gicor, and Mr. J. Alfred Chia, the editor in chief, is also captured. While the publisher and editor, Mr. Sam Oding, is also captured as they celebrate 23 years today.
Yes, so to have this kind of years going in, it's not something
It's
easy.
not easy.
Yes, it's not easy. Congratulations to the Independent. Let's go to the back page. What the back page of the Independent people have: blood and land dispute, citizens clash in River G, but LMP swiftly restore calm. And I'm seeing flashback photos of from victims here. Bloody clash in River G County is on the back page here. AML ramps up recruitment for phase 2 expansion project. This is ArcelorMittal Liberia on the back page of the Independent newspaper. Still on the back page, empowering tomorrow's leader. It's a sub-lead story here. Empowering tomorrow's leaders. White Hat initiative to launch support for early childhood development. Mother Rachel MP Scott is also captured here on the back page of the Independent this morning.
Yes, so finally for the Women Voices newspaper, thanks to Helen Samin for the paper. She's been doing extremely well with this paper. Let me say in a public way, congratulations to her. On the front page of the Women Voices newspaper, the unending mystery of deaths. AFL Bobby Mendez died like EPS Melvin Early. Yes, it's a lead story on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. It's about the AFL soldier who allegedly committed suicide over the weekend, Bobby Mendez. So the Women Voices newspaper says the unending mystery of deaths. AFL Bobby Mendez died like EPS Melvin Early. It's a story, and you see the photograph. This is interesting. The photograph of former President George Weah and President Bouaga is also captured, and the two late officers are captured on the front page of the paper. The sub-lead story. President Bouaga finally recognizes Miata family's efforts as he makes new nominations in government.
Okay.
They want the particular story. I get problem with the story.
The emotional
Yeah,
vibe.
I get problem with it.
And I read almost 90% of the comment was not satisfied
Yeah, I mean,
with the president. Yes.
even
That inauguration had a lot of question mark on
yeah,
it.
and Madeline Sa, I'll bring you the book. This Madeline Sa, did a piece also. That was not that huge, but I mean, she expressed some level of she was
Disappointment.
surprised. Yes,
Okay.
that this kind of headline, this kind of story will come on the executive mansion page to say the president. Look, if what happened during the inauguration was perfect, within the almost 4 months to go and congratulate the team. We all here know the number of controversies that surrounded our whole inauguration thing. So at least you have just sent a text message to Miata, thank you for
For emotional
Yeah.
carry.
and then Miata, thank you for everything you did. Yeah, thank you. All right. With that big headline.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah.
We don't want to discredit your efforts. You did your best, but
Yeah, but
there were a lot of controversies around our whole inauguration program.
the funding,
No
all of that.
fan, no cold water, the heat, the president, even,
You don't know it all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Foreign guests embarrassed,
So Brazil.
telling our government, as the assistant minister, deputy minister, you're playing welcome and get a seat to our foreign guests.
Yes.
I think we can't tell thank you for that. Yeah,
And then Mileta was Saved by the Bell.
we move.
There's a song about this guy called Rossi, Saved by the Bell. Sure. Anyway, yes, but again we move. Yeah, the show is brought to you by Orange. Let me take congratulations, thank you to Orange Liberia. Orange still remains consistent in terms of getting out with the internet. Today, nowadays, you can boast of you using a good, reliable, fast internet for Orange. Yes, and also with the calls expanding network in various counties, districts across the country. Orange continuing to expand day by day. Yes, watch out, something big is coming up from Orange for this July 26th, just next month. Then the Pan African Bank will just less than a week after introducing what we call the credit cards. First of its kind, the first bank in Liberia to introduce the credit card is EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan African Bank. Yes, I know other banking institutions will start to follow, but EcoBank is the first bank they have introduced the credit card. So if you don't have a credit card, go to the bank now and get a credit card. How do you get a credit card? You must have a savings account or salary account with the bank. Yes, that's the only way. Makes you eligible to have a credit card from the bank. And the process is so simple. Once you have an account with EcoBank or saving or salary account, you can apply for what? The credit card. And when you apply, don't misuse the funds you will apply for. that's some financial advice. Yeah, because if the bank crediting now, I can mix it. I will just credit any amount I want to credit. Yeah.
So take care of the money you credit.
Yeah.
Use it for the intended purpose.
Act like the police officer. The fast nickel is better than the slow down.
We know when money enter your hand,
the mind can change.
So that you get money not good though.
Money not good.
Hey, money not good.
Money not good. Abraham Shaw, good morning. Money not good. Yeah.
What?
Look,
money.
Like two things is popping. Money
and we plenty different OPS when money.
Yeah. So it in the whole mind and thing change. And don't fall in a situation of a politician who love money.
You see, but I actually wanted to. But let me go sit down to Echo Lodge, the Echo Lodge small, and come back there all the time.
If you fall in the hand of a politician boss man, your political man will tell you everything as soon as money drop. Wow.
They will give you all the plans, all the things we eat. We eat it for the best. That's for your business. Say I eat it. And you know that I already want to tell me, say, I'm wrong. Say, yeah, really want to tell you. Look, I got one of my brothers from Nimba. His name is Mark. Mark, what's your last name? Please help me with Mark's last name. During the campaign 2017, Mark name was all across the district for Darwin Glicker.
Okay.
I don't want to spot somebody name for somebody.
Okay.
But after the election, when people took their seat,
the man won it.
Mark name, it was not easy. Mark said, let me just sit down and do my OPS and continue with my school, yeah? When money enter,
there's the change. Money enter. That's why even power and money plays in the same way. Yeah, so this falls us directly with our talking point here.
They say money is money a woman. What's your problem? My parents they get a problem here.
Yeah, but when Derek Coutinho was the lawmaker making 1,000, the money was valued.
Oh yeah.
The time value of money at that time, $1,000 would pay you something anyway. But then another issue.
Yeah, I got a name now. Mark Gia.
Mark
Gia.
Okay.
Mark. I mean talking. Anybody get issue call me.
He doing his school business.
I don't want to talk. Hey man, guy there already.
Okay.
The man do a different OPS.
Forget about your lawmaker.
From today, that for that time, the man knows say when campaign come, you not get time, you're not walking all around the bush. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so let's go into it. With the time not in our favor, at least we'll use like 5-6 minutes with our talking points. If possible, we'll suspend some for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the governor of Liberia will say thank you to the Ministry of Information and Culture and Tourism. Germany PR invited the entire print and electronic media this on Friday.
To talk what they said.
Yeah, so the meeting was to say workshop 12 o'clock. Unfortunately, those from Mika they didn't turn up until 1:30. Okay. They had journalists sitting.
The people who called it.
The people who called for the meeting. Let me just say this out. Those who called for the meeting, because we are saying is government struggling with communication strategy and all of that. So PR being a smart man said, look, let's see we can be successful. We can succeed without leaving the media out. Now they call for this meeting, this workshop. You allow your colleagues, professional colleagues. We sat from 12 o'clock up to 1:30 before the organizer of the meeting started coming. Hey man. Now I mean, if you're booking the hotel throughout, but the fact of the matter, you have informed us 12 o'clock. You should be there waiting for us.
Exactly.
You should be there waiting. And there are a lot of things that were said within our meeting. I'm not going to go back and forth.
No, don't bring the whole minutes here.
No, not in minutes. It's uncontrollable to control all of the media institution. And there are some of the entities who discuss the meeting from A to Z. Yes, other network.
Oh, really?
Yes. And listen. They were there. The meeting was an open one, right? And everyone who attended, there are some other network I listen to explain from A to Z and even lash at you in the talk show. But we're not going to do so. What we're going to tell you is that empower your public relations. All government institutions, autonomous agencies, ministries, they are professionals, PR working, but you don't have time for them. You don't empower them. There are some ministries, one information that when they're getting a paycheck, If I make mention of when last we get something for gender ministry, nothing. Small arms, nothing. Internal affairs, I will just be naming on and on and on. And the other areas, Margaret also talks to government ain't making some progress, but no one is hearing about it.
And let me single out one of the institutions that have been really trying. That is the Bureau of State Enterprises.
Okay.
Yes, headed by Mr. After Masakwe.
They put most like on Facebook.
Yeah, they've been trying. No, they've been reaching out with some little pieces of information. They had one major meeting with the World Bank recently at Mamba Point, and that was very fruitful. I saw all of the stakeholders, the key stakeholders in the SOE sector, all of them were there. I think he's been doing great.
So when you do this kind of thing, the public will know that you are working. But there are many ministries and talking about agencies. We don't even hear nothing.
Yeah.
So how will people know? So while that meeting was going on, 1 hour later, no, final ministry, they don't just come out. Final ministry, the GAC, I'll call them. Yes, final ministry, GAC, telecom. This man used to try before. This councillor, Cooper Cry.
Yeah. Post and telecom.
Yeah, he used to try, but saying move on that part, I don't want to say West. Yeah.
Now I ask you who is the minister.
I don't even know the minister of Post and Telecommunication.
Man said, I don't know.
I don't know.
If I want to know that man's name, I gotta go back to the executive mansion website and search who is the current minister of Post and Telecommunication Republic of Liberia before the name will come up.
And we can just be naming on and on and on. You know why? Because
can you imagine that?
The public is not aware. And so while that was going on, 1 hour later, Mark, you make mention of this guy for name. He said Mark what?
Magia.
Yes. So the United Party headquarters became an area of attention. I'm going to use the Magia story.
Let me talk it.
Yeah.
Everybody want to talk for me. Let me talk it the morning.
Like he did it, so
Magia was partying all in the bush there during the election, up and down.
So this is it.
The glory came down. They became marginal last. Let me talk it.
And I'm going to say this with all fear, right? You see what was happening? There is this network that used to be 100% government. If you look at what happened on Friday, it was only one network was carrying this live, and that's Spoon Network. Let me say this out. Folks within the United Party. Before then, when Joseph Boyka sneezes, it will be on Spoon TV, right? Now, all of the negative energy that coming out will be the same network that bringing it out. Oh, then you'll abandon all the media institution and you're operating with someone private-owned property. You even abandoned the state-run radio, ERBC. ERBC didn't have that kind of asset like what Spoon had. So on Friday, Spoon, I don't know whether it's a planned thing or that. I'm not saying. Spoon on the camera on the ground of the Unity Party headquarters.
Okay.
And there are protesters who felt that they needed access to the party's headquarters. They had some issue with the managing director of the LPRC, Amos Twe. That's why I bring you a man, Magia story. So, I mean, those of you who texting me, my phone is absolutely blind. I'm not seeing nothing. I'm not seeing anything. So, anything I see will be after the show. Yeah, if I restore the phone. So, Amos Twe, folks, if you watch that Spoon TV video, they are bringing out issues. They say, well, we and this managing director of LPRC were in a struggle. We struggle, and now they didn't blame the president, though. It was the attack was too. It is Amos who prevented us from the headquarters of what? The Unity Party. Why? And they are listening up to them. Some of them say, we went way back. Why this guy is not looking our way? Are we not qualified to work? Political reward is not in heaven, it's here on earth. We all struggle. And today, our party is not saying nothing. So we want to have this press conference on the Unity Party headquarters. And security prevented them. They were stopped. And some of them say a whole lots of things to say back and forth. Again, if you are government, you're taking over state-owned media. Let me promote ERBC a little bit. Not if I'm going to do it, I'm going to man. Even the BBC, you not get the energy on the BBC. The VOA, the Voice of America, you won't hear it. This is government owned. Now, all of the negative things that are coming out, what is negative, is coming through your favorite Spoon network. Your favorite.
They build their own weapon against themselves.
Yeah, build their own weapon. So the day they start to release, you're not back to some of us. That's what is happening, Maga. Yeah, man. Yeah, Maga,
But my is cool now.
You okay, right?
My doesn't care.
So we are supporting.
I mean, you know, it's not that the lawmaker is a bad person. No, I'm not trying to paint a negative picture of the lawmaker. Because if they were bad, you are not going to be re-elected. You are re-elected. Yes, I'm done with it. But it's just in passing. I just lecturing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I know you'll get a call.
It's calm. It's cool. That's
say, but we discuss that thing.
Yeah.
Why you bring it on the national platform?
Yeah, not just in passing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's just in passing.
Yeah, let's see if we can pick a few calls up before our guests come.
Yeah,
for 5 minutes.
They should be in. Are they in already?
Yeah, I saw Louis Corner popping
Yeah,
through
so let them just get in. We can take 2 or 3 calls.
Yes.
0770202579.
Yes, that's the only number on the
0770202579 is the number. At least just 2 or 3 calls as tradition demands. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, okay. That caller slip up. Let me take this one. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear bro.
Good morning. Good morning. Be lively this morning. The week just started and the month just started too.
Okay, my name is Jason Jika. I call you from Totoro.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for the show. See, I like the way the media and is operating with the government because Spoon FM, Spoon TV supported the government in doing everything possible to bring the government power. So you should close your eyes on the wrongs that is happening in the government. Although I support the government, but the initiative of Spoon, I 100% support it.
Okay.
The government officials that have been given power to, they should look down on those that stood by them, because they are the same people that will look after that. They will look up on to 2029, so they should empower them as well. Politics is all about interest. So saying the interest has been given, the power has been given to them, they should also check down on these people that are qualified to give them a position if there is any there instead of them looking.
All right. Thank you, Chief. Good morning. Good morning. This caller. Good morning. Okay.
Please don't hold the line, please.
Yeah,
please don't hold the line. Okay.
Yeah, let me take this one.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Quickly, go ahead. 30 seconds.
Okay. So I want to say thank you for your presentation this morning. But what are very honest to...
What is your name? And
my name is Michael D. Charlie, and I'm calling from the Puebla here.
Go quickly.
Yeah. So I understood that whatever that is going on, even though our supporters for 100%, but it was also wrong of the government to leave the other radio station out because they were supported by sponsors. They decided that everything they would do, they focus, they will be only supposed to go on a bad thing, which is they will not come out. So that's the reason I'm not supporting that government in that aspect. Yeah.
Other way around.
Okay. Yeah, this last one. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my God.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Benedict Smith, the speaker of the Concerned Motorcycle Advocates Group. I want to say thank you for the topic on the discussion. A lot more continue to flag the issue until we see the result of it. This is my 7th time saying this. When you go to the road junction, there's certain entertainment area down there. They call it P-Nation. And in the later hour, the cars can park the right side of the road and the left side of the road. And the whole place can be very, very jammed. And in that case, there's a possibility that accident can occur down there. And the accident occurred there, a K1 over die, or one guy that was working with insurance, they then die also from an accident. We are calling the police for the police to see it necessary to.
And the police checkpoint is just a true store from that place you're talking about, right?
Yeah, checkpoint is closed, but they're not talking anything.
Yeah, I just.
And matter what it is, I don't speak. In the next, just take it, go and see the
all right, I'll go check that this coming weekend. I'll go there by 10 p.m.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So before we link up with our guests
But
this
why you
morning,
laughing?
you know you will come out and be like. Let me just say to the police as we close up, right? The energy that you're using in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening hours, we need that sea energy, Gregory, at night. The energy you're using, I feel the police energy in the day. Yes, use the energy at night. The night patrol. Maybe tomorrow we'll look at it. The night truck patrol of the LMP. Who's heading that night patrol? The night patrol is not effective like before. Night patrol. In the daytime, you feel the police presence everywhere. What happened at night? Yes, let's link up with our guests in studio this morning. Check your phone. You have to check your phone. Yeah, check your phone. So we'll bring in our guests very shortly, right here on the Truth Breakfast Show, 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Again, we are members of the Fourth Estate. We bring onto the platform in the interest of our country. They had a press conference yesterday. You was discussing about it. Look, this is what we are referred to as what? Member of the Fourth Estate. The gatekeepers of the society is the media. The politics side of it will play. But we as media, when government takes over, it's not possible to just belong with one media institution. That's not possible. There are people out there who need the information. Government making some progress. If we say this government is not making some progress, don't be lying. Take a drive. There are some areas where they're erecting street lights. There are lots of signs down that tells you if you're driving, going to the RI Highway, going to Painesville, going to the Garnersville, the Japan Freeway. They're making some progress. But on the other hand, we need the government empower your public relations. There's some entity, the PR just leave from home, just go to work. And nothing has been heard. And you know it. All the presidents just go and buy the newspaper, just drop it on the MD decks, or drop it on the minister decks, or drop it on on whatsoever director decks. That's what some of the PRs are doing. And you know what I'm saying is true. Yeah. So empower them. Empower them, let them come out. Let us feed. But otherwise, we'll still struggle. Yeah, so we have Louis E.B. Kono. He's the director of communications at the Fisheries NAFA, and of course Ruth Bateau, communication officer, Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. I understand the World Bank is coming up something big. Our media colleagues, they have joined us this morning right here on the first segment of the TBX. Louis would like to say good morning to both of you in there. Good morning. Okay, Louis, you doing like you on the Serie A and you.
Especially wake up Liberia.
Yeah, yeah.
Putting my mind back.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
It's great to be back. Yeah, that's a very good intro. How is the fisheries? If I was touching over like this.
Well, NAFA is doing well, and currently as we speak, the fishmongers, the women that buy and sell the fish, they do the processing to the with support from the government of Japan. The FAO has constructed some FTT facilities. If you visited the Virginia community right along the road, you see a fish market is there. That fish market will be equipped with solar panel. It will also have a connection from the LEC. That fish market will have solar freezers where you can purchase fresh fish on a daily basis from there. That place will be surely dedicated by this week. Then also another facility is in Marshall Fishing Community, constructed by the FAO in collaboration with NAFA. That will also be constructed. Then we have another big one in Fanti Town, Big Fanti Town there in Grand Bassa County. That facility will be dedicated by the 10th. So we have activity this week up to next week, Monday.
Is this Montserrat or is cutting across some part of Liberia?
Currently we're looking at the ones that are completed. We have the fish market completed in Montserrat, Virginia, and then we have the one in Marshall City there completed. We also have the one in Grand Bassa that I spoke about also. That will be on the 10th. The ones in Monrovia and Margibi will be this week. The next will be the one in Grand Bassa County. Following that, solar freezers and other TTF material, FTT materials, pardon, will be distributed to counties in the south of Liberia, the southeastern part of Liberia. We give them solar freezers, knives, they have the table, all of the things, and the coolers, all the things will be distributed free of charge, thanks to the government and people of Japan, and with FAO, those materials being channeled through NAFA, working along with the FAO to ensure that the fishmongers, those women are very particular. They're very cardinal to fish getting into your food, because they take the fish from the canoes, and fish handling is very important. So the fish have to be fresh. Before, even if you putting a rotten fish on the dryer, it is not healthy for the buyers. So to get the fish fresh and go through the drying process, safe, fresh, before it be placed in the solar freezers for someone to purchase and later consume, care need to be taken. So with the support from Japan, the government of Japan, I mean, our fishmongers, the crowd for solar freezers, the crowd for taking care of those frozen foods. I mean, we'll be taking care. We'll be taking care of with support from the government of Japan through FAO.
Yeah. So I know you've touched some of the key issues, but I mean, for the understanding of those who are following the show, can you just give a clear history or background of this Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries project? In a clear cut tone.
Thank you, Maka,
Yeah.
and good morning to everyone. My name is Ruth Bato, Communications Officer on the Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. So LSMFP for short, which I'll be using frequently in my deliberation here today, is funded by the World Bank to the government of Liberia and is being implemented by the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, NAFA. So the LSMFP was approved on the 21st of September 2021 by the World Bank and officially became effective on the 22nd of December 2021.
Okay.
So basically, it followed basic activities for project preparation, and also this phase started basically around 2019 in January and had to be concluded around December 2021. So basically, it supported the development objective to improve fisheries management and also enhance livelihood and income for the government of Liberia and targeted beneficiaries. So basically, that is the niche of the LSMFP, to improve fisheries management and enhance livelihood and income for the government of Liberia and targeted beneficiaries. The LSMFP is based on holistic and integrated approach, focusing on the delivery of five components. So the project is captured under five components. So component one of the LSMFP is intended to contribute to the management and governance of fisheries in Liberia, and as well component two, improving fisheries value addition, and also be able to support aquaculture capture on component three. And project management is also a very key aspect of this. So basically, I will just roll out the basic sites that the LSMFP intervention has reached or would be reaching subsequently. The site of the LSMFP and their intervention, for example, the industrial fishing landing port will be here in the Maserado Pier area, that is Maserado County. So the clay hatchery, for example, will be in Bombing County. So study report on this hatchery has been completed. It can be found on the NAFA website. So they will have the additional learning, fish learning sites and offices, basically for community-based management committees. And also this will be done in Magibi, in Maserado, in Grand Bassa, Grand Cru, and Maryland counties. And we'll have basic operating base in Greenville, Sano County, and the Harbor Coastal Surveillance Area. Well, one of the reasons of our engagement on this platform
Mm.
is to have the public informed about the introduction of fisheries hour or reintroduction of fisheries hour. But this time around, we would promote the SMFP activities on NAFA and other activities as well that NAFA is implementing in collaboration with other partners. So the fisheries hour here with Truth FM will be on every Wednesday, 11 a.m. And the
So
intent,
Monday.
yeah, sorry, Monday, 11 a.m. And the intent basically of our engagement of fisheries hour is to ensure that the experts in this sector are brought on the platform to speak about it. So, for example, you talk about value chain, you talk about aquaculture. These are various departments on NAFA where the directors or the experts within that field will be able to appear on fisheries hour to be able to promote what the SMFP is doing on aquaculture, what the SMFP is doing, for example, when it comes to value addition to fish product, what the SMFP is doing, for example, when it comes to capacity building. So these are the various aspects that will be brought on Fisheries Hour here every Monday, beginning next week at 11 a.m. And it's very important for people to know what we are doing in terms of our intervention, for example. And it's key as well that we'll be able to handle the issue of misinformation that will be trending around when it comes to fisheries related issue. We have to be very clear about that. And the component, for example, we talk about component one of the project that talks about improving fisheries
Yeah,
management and
exactly. So
governance.
I
I'll do,
wanted some of the key activities on each of these components.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you talk about component one of this project, it's supposed to improvement of governance and management reform on fisheries related issues. So we have the issue of developing human institutional capacity and also be able to improve policies, strategies, institutional and legal framework. That's just the highlight of what is captured, for example, under component one of the LSMFP intervention. So improving fisheries management, marine and environmental health, and resilience and climate change. So again, that is that for component one. So if you recall, as it stands now, the NAFA LSMFP with support from the World Bank is constructing the Fisheries College and Center of Excellence at the University of Liberia. So these activities that are captured under this are being constructed by two construction companies. We have the MAC Construction Company and BITA. So these are the companies now that are constructing the University of Liberia Fisheries College and Center of Excellence. And that is a very, very good thing. It's not only unique to Liberian students, but students from within the region will be able to come and learn hands-on what's happening, for example, when it comes to fisheries. And this is something that we should be able to celebrate because it's a new phenomenon that a degree program has been introduced at the University of Liberia and is squarely focused on fisheries related issues. And thankfully now NAFA and her partners, they are already supportive to this initiative. So whatever inquiry, whatever research that students would need when it comes to fisheries related issues, NAFA is just right at the doorstep to be able to handle that. And I think that's where this is a great milestone that calls for celebration as well when it comes to the promotion of fisheries related issue in Liberia.
And the Department of Fisheries Science is in operation as we speak, Maka.
Okay.
The department is currently in operation. You can visit the University of Liberia. The department is in operation last week. The department carried out field trips. Students doing aquaculture 1 to 2 went to Johnsonville, where they visited a site being actively operated by one Johnson, and they were able to see hands-on what's happening in aquaculture practical work. They were able to see that, and also the students that are doing the marine component, they were taking the Popo Beach, where they saw how the canoes fishermen can go to sea, arrive from sea. They were also taken to the fish drying center there in Popo Beach. They had interaction with the fishmongers. We're talking about fishmongers. We're talking about the women that buy the fish from the canoe, process, either dry it or ensure that it is washed properly, placed in the freezer. Some of the women got the solar freezers operating in the Popo Beach fishing community. Those students were taken through the practical aspects of their studies. And so the department is open, and anyone can take advantage. And this is what we intended to do. Liberians can still write in Liberia and be able to get their degrees
Mhm.
in aquaculture, in marine fisheries, and make import. Because the current team of experts we have at NAFA, they went outside for the studies. Now, the management of NAFA decided that, well, we can have this operated. So what has been done is that the management team has gone on steady tours. The team has gone to South Africa, where agreements were signed with some universities in South Africa to beef up the strength of the university, the Department of Future Sciences at the University of Liberia. So it's ongoing, and the invitation is to all Liberian students to form a part of the program. And you don't have to, if you don't have the resources to go out there, we have the opportunity to your doorsteps. You can
Okay.
get a University of Liberia not only learn about other sciences, you can also learn about fisheries, aquaculture. In the next future, in the near future, aquaculture will be given high priority in Liberia. Talking about someone putting a fish, raising fish, like they can raise chicken and other things.
Mhm.
We'll do that. That will be widely done in Liberia very soon under the project.
Okay,
Okay.
I just want to
So,
speak about the
mhm.
sustainability mechanism under this project.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. So, that's exactly where I was going. So you can speak more about that.
Thank you, Micah. So this is captured on a subcomponent 2.1 of the project. 2.2 that talks about support to focus on women entrepreneurs. And we realized that in Liberia here, post-harvest losses has significant nutritional and health and basically financial impact that have been affecting women entrepreneurs, especially those fisher folks.
Mm.
And women have faced basically due to factors that have to do with the lack of appropriate technology. For example, you go and buy a fish today. If you do not have the power, you do not have the solar panel, you do not have the freezer to store that within 72 hours or 48 hours, all the fish will get rotten
Sure.
and it becomes a serious problem. And people traveling from here to go to Marshall, to go to Pastor Grand Bassett, to go to Pastor Cape Mount to go and get those various items. At the end of the day, you do not able to raise the proceeds from in it. It becomes very, very challenging for women entrepreneurs, especially those ones that are involved with the fishing aspect of it. So basic preservation tools are sometimes lacking. Storage facilities as well is a problem. And this also makes business very less attractive for women. And even we find it very, very on a very low pace for commercial banks to give a loan, for example, to women that are involved into fisheries related issue, especially to the market aspect of it. So this sub-component will not only provide financial support to women-owned businesses, but will also provide a mix of soft and hard skills training. So we'll have to train you, for example, if there will be provision of items to you for storage, for preservation, for example, there will be training on that aspect of it so that you'll be ready equipped. So after the end of this project, for example, you'll be able to survive on your own. And that is just one of the lead focal points of this project. So there will be finances given to women entrepreneurs that are into fisheries and to be able to enhance and be able to sustain that initiative that they have started, even though on a very low pace and with a lot of losses. But this project will be able to contribute to that and ensure that women entrepreneurs into fisheries are sustained. And there will also be basic innovative initiatives that will contribute to reduce post-harvest losses. They'll be also be able to get support when it comes to digital technologies to ensuring that these items or activities under this component they are enhanced. And we show with this project as well when it comes to value chain and other aspects for women, we'll be able to ensure that businesses can generate profits and also remain sustainable on this project. And that is that is a very good one for women entrepreneurs into fisheries. And I mean, is It's not only meant basically to come and say, oh, we'll give him with me grand, or we'll give him with me this, or we'll give him with me blue, or this and that. No. So the intent of it is that if you receive whatever you receive, there are capacity building initiatives that come after that to ensure that you are sustained, because we want to remain committed to what we have as a niche under this project. And the niche of this project is to improve fisheries management and enhance the livelihood and income for government and targeted beneficiaries.
We're still on post-harvest loss, ensuring that the fish mongers, the women that buy and sell the fish, with support from the Japanese government, NAFA, in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization, with this week on the 7th, FAO will be turning over some facilities in Monserrado and Margibi. So the fish market being constructed in the Virginia community in Monserrado will be turned over. That facility will have freezers, they'll have electricity from the LEC. They will also have electricity provided from the solar panel.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was just about to ask about alternative source of power.
So they will be equipped, so you can go there any time of the day. You get a fresh fish. You have dry fish because you have a dry fish component there, where people will be drying the fish, and other people will have the fish in the freezers. Fish, the crawfish, the lobsters, and other things, other fish products will be there. That very day, following the Virginia turnover, there'll be another turnover in Marshall City for the fishmongers in Margibi to have the facility that they themselves will manage, and be doing their business there. So anybody can just go there at any time of the day and do the purchase of fresh fish and also dry fish. Then,
So at what stage of the projects are you currently?
The project is currently, the implementation of the project is currently
Mhm.
ongoing. Initially, we had mentioned about the University of Liberia structure, Center of Excellence, in effect, and also the basic studies. Because, for example, if we are going to do learning sites, we're supposed to do promotion of hatchery, we're supposed to do roads, for example. There are basic studies that will have to be done. So these studies, 75% of these studies have been completed. And in subsequent months, the full effect of all other components under this project will take place. But I just want to say that we just don't own fisheries, aquaculture, marry this and marry that. But it's what is very important to in showing that visibility is given to this project is to capture the media into it.
Okay.
And we have a whole strategy that has been rolled out, communication strategy to ensure that this project visibility is given to it, NAFA by extension, and also ensuring that Liberian journalists do not just report on issue of fisheries on the surface. It is very important that we build capacity of Liberian journalists to effectively report on
Yes, that I have interest. That is good.
the issue of fisheries management and the basic terms we use, for example, when it comes to the fisheries sector. That is very key.
Exactly.
Because, for example, if you on the radio this morning are talking about aquaculture, marine fisheries, and this and that, and X, Y, and Z, and those who are listening, that what is aquaculture, that she talking about hatchery, what did they do to hatchery, what did they do with it, all of these things. So it's very important that even you or the rest of the media colleagues that will be captured basically under this initiative will be able to greatly promote what NAFA is doing through the LSMFP funded by the World Bank. It is important to know the basic terms when it comes to fisheries, and we are rolling out training. There will be capacity building for Liberian journalists, and the intent of that is to give more visibility to this project and to also be able to equip yourself as well when it comes to fisheries issues. And not just that, some media people might find interest. I just want to encourage them as well. Yeah, to specialize in fisheries reporting. And that would be a very good thing. So in subsequent time, and as per the strategy that we have developed, Liberian journalists are not left out from this initiative. There will be training, there will be a whole lot of engagement that you have been attending, and we just want to improve more on that. But the project communication aspect of it has basic key messages that I would like to share today. And then as you'll be listening to Truth FM or the radio stations as well, these messages will be translated into simple Liberian English. And those of you in the counties, in the
Especially
project,
the coastal counties.
in the coastal counties as well, we are not sending only Liberian or simple Liberian English messages there. No, we are going to get to the direct beneficiaries of
Okay.
this project.
So
So
using the
yes,
local
in
languages.
local languages as well. We also have to translate these messages that are captured on the key aspect of uh, dissemination of information to the public. For example, one key message is sustainable fisheries practices are essential to preserve the health of our ocean and ensure a long-term viability of fisheries sector. You can make it that very simple. We can make that very simple. So as you'll be listening to it, the local version will be there. The dialect will also be able to highlight that. So also, for example, if in our subsequent engagement with the media as well, it is very important that we remind ourselves about all other key messages that are captured under this project and under this strategy as well. So for example, we tell you say by adopting sustainable fisheries practices, fishermen and fishing communities can ensure a steady seafood supply for generations. That is it for the people that they see the both people now. So the simple English version comes over, the local dialect comes over into it. So it's very important. So we are going to support as well. If you have an article, for example, to share with us on fisheries related issues, there'll be little grant for that. You develop your article very carefully and will be able to sponsor that because investigating issues, investigative journalism is very costly. But
Exactly.
we cannot cover all of the costs associated with that. But once it's in our sector, it has to do with fisheries. We'll be able to compensate journalists to be able to ensure that the issues of fisheries related issue are not just said on the radio, but they are documented. That tomorrow, for example, if I'm doing my thesis on fisheries on aquaculture, I could reference Marcus David article, for example, on fisheries in 2023, 2024. He said this about fisheries, and that is very good. You have a video documentary which you'll be trained as well to promote the issue of fisheries related issue. It's equally important that we reference all of these things and be able to document them. So it is not only for the fisheries sector, but also the communication angle of the Republic of Liberia will also be able to be hugely supportive in terms of promoting the issue of fisheries management in Liberia.
Okay, she talked about sustainability component. Now, we can just catch even the baby fish. Yeah, just catch the baby fish, we call it juvenile. Fishes we call it juvenile. So we just catch all the baby fish. What happens to the environment in the next couple of years? So we say fish at this time, and like in other fishing nations, they have something, they have a schedule. Sometimes they will stop the fishermen for fishing for a certain time. And that is intended to ensure that those baby fish can grow and reach the size of the bigger ones, then we can fish for them. Like there are certain species in the water that you need not to universally you can catch them. The turtle, yeah, the sea monkey, you know, those wildlife are not meant those fish are not meant to be caught or eaten. No, they need to be preserved. So Liberia, through the National Fish and Aquaculture Authority, is signatory to a lot of international conventions, a lot of papers on the sustainability of marine resources. All of those things, we break them down into simple English on the Fishes Hour radio program for you there that can understand it both big marine languages, then for you to understand it in a simple way. That the baby fish, even the crab with the eggs on it. I mean, the fisherman is being told that when you catch it,
And that is
yeah,
it.
that's it. Yeah, it's not the male tells it that I can go in pamela or in pepper soup. But if you look at that, you're killing a whole generation. The egg that attached to the crab there, you could just put it back in the water.
So I heard Ruth talk about capacity building for journalists.
Yeah.
That is good. What do you have there in the project for capacity building also for the future folks, for example, not just the mongers, but those who are on the sea and the water bodies doing the actual fishing?
There are a lot of training activities that will be rolled out for fisher folks in collaboration with NAFA and the various departments that are responsible for that, and that comes out shortly. It is very key as well. Louis has been doing some public engagement, but on a more to support support from the project, it is equally important that the coastal counties, which are the direct beneficiaries of this initiative, are hugely impacted. So we are not leaving our direct beneficiaries out. There are training activities that will be rolled out to all of them. And then even the communication aspect of it that will be coming up, but there, we're not just doing training, but the impact of the training will be hugely focused on. And aside from that, we realize that obviously in these sectors, there are basic grievances as well that will come up, and we'll have team of experts to be able to go through grievances that might arise from this project to us, or basically the project affected communities. And these experts as well have set up various grievance committees to be able to ensure that issues arising from the project side, issues arising from our direct beneficiaries are handled in the interest of all those parties that are concerned. So these basic initiatives have been set up, and the training will be rolled out subsequently. And as we continue to engage on this platform of Fisheries Hour, all other details concerning training and capacity building or other aspects of fisheries related issue under the Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project will be highlighted, and that is very key. So for training of community, for training of journalists not only in Monrovia but the community
Yeah,
radio
the rural
stations,
radio stations,
focusing on the
coastal
coastal
counties.
counties, it is important to announce that you don't just have to bring people over to say, oh, what is this? What is that? Blah, blah. There's no document to show anything. So our department is developing a training manual for Liberian journalists. So even
Okay.
if you just attend the 3 days, the 1 week capacity building training, you'll be able to get a manual with you that when you're discussing issues of fisheries, you reference what is in the manual and you effectively communicate the messages that are captured within the manual. So that's very key. And then
That is good.
mm,
I think that's one of the things we really need when it comes to these various training programs for journalists, because sometimes you go to the trainings, after the training, that's just it, no reference point, sometimes it's difficult. So if you'll be doing that on this project, that would be great.
Indeed, and that would be very great. And we want to make Liberian journalists uh, decide to specialize in fisheries reporting.
Okay.
The other fisheries nations, there are a lot of groupings, a lot of group of journalists into groups. They're doing fishery reporting. There are a lot of international training ongoing outside there for on fishery science for journalists. So we don't just want our colleagues to just be reporting politics and other issues, but they can look in the sciences, look at fishery science, and specialize in reporting, having interviews with fishermen to tell you about what happened on the water. The man goes and spend 17 hours on the water sometimes or more. And it's good for us to document their experiences and by means of our reportage. So we can do that. And so on the project, and with support from NAFA, we'll have journalists in Liberia trained all of the time so that they can catch the most important aspect of fisheries science and venture into specializing in reporting.
okay, so I just want to announce that in subsequent time, you see basic publicity activities in the public concerning the fisheries project. So if you see billboards around, if you hear on the radio jingles, if you hear drama, for example, on the radio, it should not be surprising to you. Sometimes you will just hear somebody saying, keep the ocean healthy, keep the fish just strong. How you can eat fish when not strong, for example?
Don't throw that in the water.
For the future of the sea, do the
Yeah.
right thing.
Yeah.
It's very important. I know somebody can find pleasure in eating small fish, like so. It's very important to ensure that we keep the ocean very clean, and we also because if the ocean is clean, obviously the various species that survive in there as well will also be able to be healthy. And please also, as well as you will be on the standby for other activities, there will be called press conferences.
Yes,
There
we're
will be
waiting for not just the press conferences, but we're waiting for the media capacity building, the training.
I know.
Especially if you can do one way in Sano that I've never been before.
Okay, so there will be other activities as well. And NAFA has launched the newsletter.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
they
very
got-
important to know that activities of the project as well are captured within that newsletter. So if you need a copy of the newsletter, please get on NAFA's website and sign up to it. So every month you'll receive updates from what's happening from the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority. And
And we've also
Mhm.
gone live with the digitalization of our activities at NAFA. For instance, you can go online and register
Nava
as
Nava and
a
Media Power. Nava and Media we already know.
yeah, you register your vessel. You can even the small canoe, the baby canoe people can even register by means of the phone and pay their registration fee instead of coming to a NAFA agent to or NAFA office to pay the money. So we're going digital.
You're doing great. So let me take at least 3 calls. Yes. So I will just take at least 3 calls, and you speak straightly to this project. We are talking about nothing but this project, the Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. That's what we are discussing here. So let me just take at least 2 or 3 calls this morning, and this is the first one. Good morning.
David Kuti, my name. Thank you very much to NAFA under this administration. You've done so well.
Okay.
My question is, the center you're going to have in Virginia, I'm so glad to hear that this is my community. Is it only market that will be going there to buy irrespective, or any individual like me can go and buy my fresh fish? And if I have the right to as an individual, what quantity do I have to buy? Thank you.
Okay, they will answer you. Good morning. This person is holding line 0770202579. Yes, let me take this call. What's going on? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You live on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Samuel Omiatoze speaking from Johnsonville.
Okay.
I'm the students of agriculture and the forestry department from the University of Liberia. Yeah, I appreciate the effort of NAFA through their directors, Madam Vasco. But my disappointment remains. It is taken away from the Department of Agriculture and Forestry
And carrying it to the Fisheries Science Department.
Yes, carry it to Science College, to physics, biologists, and mathematics.
Anyway.
I don't really know the essence of that. I wanted to really clarify that.
All right. I don't know whether they have much details on that, but yes, they were talking about a component that has to do with support from the ongoing project. So let me take this one. We don't have a lot of time. Good morning.
Good morning, my mother.
Good morning.
I'm Alfred Johnson, calling from Maja. Local fisherman.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Portugal.
You're doing fish business and chicken crane behind you raising chicken too? Okay, let me hear you.
Yeah, well, the same with it. But I can't talk. But I can't see more good. Probably air, because we air. That's where but you get the kind of net that. What is it?
That one, maybe that accident. Anyway, but Mr. Kone is here. You guys vast knowledge on some of these awareness issues.
All right.
So let's just respond to the callers and close up.
Okay. The dry and fresh fish market that we dedicated, we turnover.
Difficulty asked about.
He asked about. What you want? Anyone who has money, wish to purchase dry fish or fresh fish, lobsters, crabs. The women will be having huge quantities of those fisheries products for you. So you can even carry $10,000. You want $10,000 worth of the fish products, you can buy it. The good thing about it, those things will be at the disposal, fresh. Dry fish that will be there will not be rotten dry fish. There will be fish that you can eat for a longer time.
You will be monitoring it.
we have people there. We have people assigned there with the people, with the fishmongers. So it's not something that NAFA will then leave. It's a facility that was being constructed with monies from the Japanese people, yeah, to Liberia. So anything that other people use their money to construct and give it to us, we have to take care of it. So that facility will be taken care of. Yeah. So the Virginia own the facility, and the money mark give you the dedications on the 7th. Then on Monday of next week, we have the facility there in Grand Bassa, Big Fanti Town, opposite the police station. That facility will be turned over also. The pro tem of the Senate, Honorable Yomli Kanga Lawrence, will be there to join us during the turnover ceremony. I also have the entire caucus of the Grand Bassa County. Leading caucus will be in representation, and other dignitaries of government will also be there for that grand ceremony that will give the fishmongers the opportunity to operate such a facility that will afford an opportunity to dry the fish and also preserve the fish by making it cool.
Okay. They got modern technology for the drying.
Yeah, we have the modern technology there. You don't have to use that much of firewood or so forth. Yeah, in fact, you can use coal now. Yeah, you can use charcoal to get the fish processed.
That is good. So we just have 2 minutes left, so we can close up. Use that 2 minutes. Whatever information you want to give out there.
Thank you very much, Maka, and thanks to all for listening. We'll be here next Monday, 11 o'clock for Fisheries Hour. For our presence online, this Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. So we are on Facebook. And Facebook, you just have to spell Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. You find -LSMFP. And what we have there as our profile is the logo of the project. So that is there. And the project as well is also on X, formerly on Twitter. And our Twitter or X handle is @LSMF underscore.
Wait, just drive me through. Let me get the Facebook. You said
the Facebook is just our name, Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project.
Liberia Sustainable Management
of Fisheries Project.
Okay.
LSMFP.
Okay.
We are on
be
X.
talking. I'm looking for it.
We are on X. X is @LSMF underscore P. That is our X handle. So same thing. Our profile there is the logo of the project. And LinkedIn. LinkedIn, we are on LinkedIn.
On Facebook, I'm seeing Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project, LSMFP.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's good. So, yes, you got about 1.5K followers. That's good. Let me be one of them.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are also on LinkedIn. Our LinkedIn address is just the name of the project. So there's Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. So you'll find Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project, that LSMFP as the address for that. So just keep engaging, and we also have the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority.
For those of you listening, when you open that page, you will see captured there a World Bank funded project that seeks to improve fisheries management, value chain of small-scale fisheries and aquaculture practices in Liberia. That is it, right?
Yes, thank you, Maka. So don't forget as well, even as we know that the presence of more Liberians here is on Facebook, but it's important as well that we engage on the LinkedIn platform too. And as you continue to engage on the LinkedIn platform, please connect to the Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. There will be activities, there will be programs, there will be vacancies, a lot of stuff as we continue to share from NAFA's website. These will also subsequently be shared on this various platform. So please follow us on Facebook, follow us on LinkedIn, and also follow us on X. We will keep engaging and sharing all the updates concerning the Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project, all thanks to the World Bank for supporting this initiative and implementation mechanisms are designed by the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority. So we'll see you here on Monday at 11 a.m. for Fisheries Hour. Thank you so much.
Okay. Mr. Kono, 30 seconds. You want to close?
Well, you can also follow NAFA on Facebook, National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority. You see our
NAFA Information
pictorials
Minister.
of, oh wow, Terry Minister.
NAFA Information Minister.
And so follow us this week for a couple of activities. The turnover of the fish processing facilities, including the market in Virginia, where people living in the Virginia community, Breville, can just walk there and just purchase the fish at affordable prices.
Okay. Yeah, thanks ever so much. We've had this morning on the TBS Mr. Louis Kono, Director of Communications, NAFA, and Roberto, Communications Officer, the Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. They've been with us here. That project is being funded by the World Bank. They've been talking about that project and upcoming media activities, including a show here on Juice FM. Thanks ever so much to the team. We're taking a break to be right back. This is the TBS.
And so it's 22 minutes down 9 o'clock. This is the last segment of the Truth Breakfast Show. Charlotte will have on coming up. Charlotte is veteran Liberian journalist John Colley. Yes, a little bit of entertainment on the TBS this morning on the Monday. So those of you watching or you listening via radio, want you to like our social media page. This is all about LHI initiative. Yes, please search on the Facebook. White Hat is WHITE, White Hat Initiative. Follow you on the Facebook. Yes, White Hat Initiative. You can like our page on Facebook. And let's give back to the young kids out there. Yes, it's a new organization will be launched on Friday. Yes, White Hat Initiatives. All right. Give a like to us on the Facebook. Yes, Charlotte bring on John Colley. Why is it in some business sector the Liberian coins has been rejected? Yes, John is just walking his. Let's give you a little bit of brief out, and we'll link up with him shortly right here on the last segment of the TBS. So in a minute from now, we'll link up with John Colley. I think he's ready to go now. Are you okay? You ready to go, John? Okay. How you doing this morning? You said not as good? Okay. Okay. Thank God for the gift of life. Okay. Great. Yeah. So Charlotte will get you on the camera screen. Those of you watching, John Colley is a household name in the introduction. Yes, how is LMDMI, in fact? Is it struggling? All those years in the system struggling?
Well, you've been here forever. Does that mean you have 100%? So yeah, struggling, but you know, as long as life goes on, you should fight it so that you succeed and help the country, help the world.
Okay.
And that is what we want to keep doing. We hope we're doing that.
Okay, great. So time of fast spend, let's go straight into business. You've been one person who have been with the publicity, you know, encouraging our people. When we're introducing the new currency, going from county to county, from one district to another. Why is it now? The central bank brought on the coins, and it's been reported that in some business sector it's been rejected.
Maybe in all business sectors.
In all?
I see that people of this country are rejecting their own money and making things harder for themselves. I remember when we ran around the country helping the central bank, the talks were that we need the coins, the paper money is spoiling fast, the $5 and $10 spoiling. So we need some coins to be able to help us. The coins will last longer. This was the result, as a result of the calls across the country by people, market women, men, stores, business people, that we should bring these coins that you see here.
You got it in
I got a bundle. In fact, I got
how much is that? That
I
total
don't know.
bundle?
This is about probably 10,000 or something.
You think if you give this one to a Lebanese businessman, he wants to hold 10,000?
Why shouldn't he? It's happening in his country. So why should he come here and reject? This is money. It does not matter how much you take to somebody.
It's Liberian money.
Liberian money, legal tender. So why are we rejecting this money in a country that should run? And most of this money belongs to the lower class people who need this money. And interestingly, it's the same people at Omega Red Light who, in fact, will reject the money themselves.
Let's go back with them. Let's start from the lowest class. Are they rejecting this money?
Yeah, the market women. You go to market, you give them, I don't want that money. That money is small, it can get lost. That money too heavy for me to tote. Are you not the same women in the marketplaces who said that you needed coins, like before the war? Why are you rejecting your own money now and making it high? But I don't blame them. I blame the government. The government is behaving like a government without teeth. They pay more attention to politics than the real bread and butter issues of the country.
Government
Nobody
politics.
should be rejecting this money. Anybody rejecting this money should be treated as an economic saboteur.
Maybe it's just in Montserrat. It's not happening in other counties.
Well,
It's not happening in Bapolo, in Lofar.
I tend to agree with you. And part of the reason is perhaps the central bank is not working well to distribute this money across I was in Zwedro, so you got a point there. I took 40,000 amount of coins to Zwedro. I managed to exchange it. People were even trying to take a commission. You can't believe that. The money is not in the interior.
The coins.
The coins are back in Monrovia. And people got them in bags here. I don't know for what reason that we couldn't distribute this money so well, or we're not doing much to publicize this money's making. People even think this is not Liberian money in the interior. Yet, central bank should be able to do some work around this.
Maybe the awareness on CBL have that been effective.
I don't want to say that.
Yeah, in terms of because those in the county in the rural parts they're not receiving it.
The government to treat people the way they should be treated when they do economic sabotage. When you refuse this money, you are sabotaging our economy. And you should be treated. You go to stores in town, Fulani stores, Lebanese stores.
They rejected it as well.
In fact, they tell you we can't take more than $100 from you. Who are you to reject?
Can I use 3,000 or 4,000 of that coin to buy a beggar rice? What would the businessmen hold it?
Right now, they will reject it outright, and the government does nothing about it. The only thing we talk in this country, radio, everybody's talking politics. 90% of our contents today. That's what the NAFA people were telling you just now.
Okay.
That we concentrate on too much politics in the country. You don't concentrate on what you eat. You're not talking health. You're not talking science. You're not talking agriculture. All we do in the morning, we get up, call me, let's talk, we just gossip about people. You got politicians on some radio, social of them interviewing each other. What kind of country is it? Social politicians and policymakers interview each other.
Politicians now are not journalists.
Exactly, all over the place.
They want to take the microphone away from
us. All of them interviewing each other, insulting each other. What kind of example are we setting in the country instead of concentrating on bread and potato issues? Look at the money in my hand.
Maybe guys do have it in your hand, Joe. That's 10,000 of it. You could hold the 10,000 notes.
And I accept this in the thousands.
Can you pay a school fees with this one?
Sure. Why not? This is our money. Those that you are refusing 50 cents, you are refusing $1. You are even refusing 1 cent in this country. How can you refuse it now $5 and $10? We have turned so political and forgotten about the reality of our country. Everybody, because politicians make issues with this. Oh, that there are other people made money that are not us. So people are just turning into nothing but politicians, and the country is not moving. Look at the money in my hand. You carry it to a gas station. They bring it to me.
You got this from the bank?
Okay. We sell water.
Okay.
The people pack all this money and bring it to our company.
Okay.
We need fuel to run the machines to make the water. When you take it back to the gas station, they say they don't want it.
Wow.
So how do we make the water to continue to sell to you?
I ran into a group of former soldiers who gathered the money pension check, and they went to the bank.
They gave them the money.
They gave them the money, 4,000, 5,000, and they refused it. They said, we can't take coins.
Well, imagine now, some funny policy. The bank said they have a policy and instruction from the Central Bank of Liberia to not accept the money because they want to distribute it. That's a bad, funny policy. Okay? The bank should accept this money as a part of the cycle of accepting the money. When people know they can take this money to the bank and the bank can return it to them, they will take it. But when you have banks being instructed by the central bank, you say, don't take this money because this is a way of spreading it. Not accepting it will make people to accept it. No. Once the banks show signal that they're not accepting this money, for whatever reason you want to explain to them, they're not going to accept that. So once the bank can take it, why should I take it?
What needs to be done? I mean, let's go back to the drawing table. What needs to be done? I mean, the ordinary Liberia will make a change, whether it's tap on the top or on the motorbike riders out
what
there.
What needs to be done is that the government should treat this as much as it's trying to arrest fellow politicians, as much as it's trying to get Zogos off the street, as much as they're trying to get motorbike riders off the street, they should form a task force for this. This money is being rejected, and it's good bit of our billions in this money. Central bank and the security people should take measures to force people to accept this money in the stores, in the marketplaces. Any market woman that refuses this money, if possible, the law says go to jail, go to jail. Is anything wrong with that?
The enforcement aspect is a little bit slow there.
And that's what we are.
Yes, I
We
mean,
just go after the
it's
one
on the
that
papers, but
what we do,
mhm.
the main thing we attack in this country is politics. You and myself disagree, then okay, we'll grab you. But we're not dealing with the real issues of the country. Why should women at Ominga be rejecting this money that was made for them, particularly for them? And they urged this money to be made. They said they didn't want paper money. The fact that I was spoiled. They bring coin to them, then they say they don't want it. So you know what I do? I go to Ominga, I pack the thing, when I pack it, read 1,000, I drop it in their hand. They cussing me, they talking all kind of stuff. I don't care, because this is our money.
Coming up as a kid back in elementary school, my mom or dad would give it to me as a recess of 5 cents
That
to
was-
10 cents.
You know that our children even rejecting the money because they know when they carry somewhere, nobody will take it. You know, my wife has a little shop. She takes it from them. So they come in their numbers with it because they know the old man takes it from them.
In terms of value, John Colley, let's look at the value aspect. Maybe back then, again, 5 cents, 10 cents, 10 found value of money. The money was valuable, but now maybe someone sees the 5 cents, the 10 cents. If we give it to a kid, like, I mean, the ones who reject it, let's look at the value
They buy
aspect.
the still they find out. They buy water to drink. They buy their candy, their open eye or something. They call some kind of candy open. They buy. This thing buys. It is acceptability by us, the acceptance by this society. But this is money. When we start to accept it, I will not have this much.
Okay.
I got this much because we are few who are accepting the money.
The taxi driver, the bus drivers.
They tell you,
I'm yet thinking about it.
And you know what's the problem?
Mhm.
This country is entrenched in corruption from the lowest man to the highest man. Part of the deal was when the $5 went virtually extinct, people were making use of that to just take your $50 and no change. It is that thing they're trying to bring back. So they reject this money and your $50 stays with them. They tell you, the motorbike boys tell you they don't have change. When you give them the coin, they refuse it. Because they won't take your $100 and $50.
Corruption.
A cycle of corruption, ill treatment of ourselves. The government must act. This is my call to the government. They must act to accept the legal tender of the country.
Why is it I'm seeing this huge coins in their hand and those in the rural parts of Liberia? Probably there are some
I'm
countries who have not.
I'm the only one probably taking it. When I go to the interior, I take a whole bag of it, and they are happy.
Let's say you bring American money to us.
They are happy. Some of them don't know. I said, this is Liberian money. They are happy to accept it. I had to run a whole dialogue forum in Zwedru to tell them this is Liberian money. You'll take it. Don't refuse the money. I think the central bank needs to go back to the drawing board, visibility-wise, to actually do some publicity around this and tell people that it's an economic sabotage to refuse this money. I don't think people know that. This coin must be displayed well and people be told that this is your money. You refuse it, you are in trouble. That's some, yeah, come and get you, right? That's my man. You don't take it out of your business.
So I'm yet thinking if I got like
You're thinking, well, brother, right?
or 5,000 of it and I want to buy a gasoline, the man is going to say,
My
well,
man,
I'm
I'm
not.
in struggle.
Yeah,
I'm
the
in
man is thinking how to count it.
struggle. So I got my man, God willing. That's my man. So I
Okay.
go to his gas station to buy once or twice fuel, and the boy refused it. So I told him, I said, God willing. The next thing he refused the money, I will expose you. I will tell the people.
Okay.
He said, no, John, I put the money from. You know, we talked about it, we laughed about it. So they are taking it now. So it's a cycle. They're sending money to us.
You get us money in the church to pay offering, to pay your tithe.
I said, I come to give something to you. He said, offering. You come
We're hitting all sector now.
The churches to take this. In fact, Churches should know that our US dollar, the real money you make in the church is this small money.
What's this
More
one?
people give better than the few big people. They know that. So this money should be accepted everywhere, in the mosque, everywhere. Even if the bishop of this country refuses this money, if the law says you must go to jail, send him to jail.
So
This is law. This is country.
yeah, so my editor, I've just put this on the screen. I've seen the Lone Star Forever. In 2022, this money was introduced. 2 years ago, they were still struggling.
Can you imagine that? You know, they should do enforcement. Go to the stores at Ominga, for example, Central Bank. Go to the stores and have bags of their money to buy something. We'll see what somebody rejected. Anybody who rejects it, lock them up by law.
Okay.
If the law say go to jail for economic sabotage. You do that 1, 2, 3 times, everybody will take their money. But they relax. Fulani stores, for example, and I hate to do this, not being xenophobic at all. Can they do this in Guinea?
Not possible.
You crazy to refuse any coin in Guinea, whether in a whole bag?
In Ivory Coast, in Nigeria, in Ghana.
Why are they doing it here? And we're sitting and watching them and talking nothing but politics. These bread and butter issues are the ones that will fix the country up. When people accept this money, there's a good bit of the money. I understand nearly $2 billion of our money is in coins.
I mean, no one's talking about it. You're the first person. Yeah. You sent me the message, and I tried to understand. I said, "What is John Collins saying?" Okay, so
it's terrible. It's hampering our operation, your operation. Some of your bills they come to pay to you because people not accepting it. What are the social of the money that I got?
Maybe we need to start to pay some of the ministers their in coins. Our lawmakers and pay their in coins.
They get US dollar and bank cards in their pockets.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, but they must act to save the country and start talking politics more. The other thing, politicians should stop interviewing each other.
Okay. Politicians interviewing each other.
You partisan already against the other man. Then you sit there and be interviewing the other. So you bring all your personal feelings. So you listen to some of the talk shows in the night, they're abusing each other. Because these people are no balance. And I don't blame them too. We journalists have taken too much side in the country. So people now see that they have comfort in themselves. It is wrong. Go check in countries around the world.
Very sad thing. Like Liberia is in the country now.
BBC. People running 10-hour talk show in the town here. You ever hear more than 1 hour talk show on BBC? What do you talk after 45?
If I recall some show, Anderson 360 on the CNN is an hour. A couple of shows.
Nobody got time to say about you got time. People cussing each other, so it's all right. In the night, the other one call it friends. They call them criminal when they themselves are convicted criminals. This is sad for the country. And we're dealing with convicted criminals as though nothing is wrong. And everybody feels good about that. But they turn around and call the accused criminal. The convicted is calling an accused criminal. What kind of country is it? You are convicted. You're calling somebody who they just accused a criminal. Who are you? This is not a good way to run a country.
Let me go back with you a little bit. One person that we have took over, well, he said Liberians will not be spectator in the economy. Just hold on. Then President Joseph Boakai said, no business as usual. Let's look at the two of them.
Yeah, so they want an business as usual. People refusing the money that you all made. President Boakai, I'm particularly referring to you. You all must ensure that this money is accepted. This is the money our central bank made. Until we change it, wonder what we got. Let us not politicize it. Who made this money does not matter. That's the money we got. So if you start saying because Mary made the money, so it's not good, I hear some people, oh, that the money they left behind. And then what? But then what you got? What do you do?
What are the people saying in the rural areas?
People have nothing to say. Those are the best people. We are the problematic people. They accept the money.
You mean those in the villages are the best people?
People are the best people. We, Morovia and the interior, we're debted. They're not here.
You listen to all this kind of live broadcast you are on. Yes, folks, listen. And the ones hope, yes, when people talk, when that leaders, take the airwaves and talk, they believe that something must happen.
Yeah, but nobody talking about it. Not even the central bank is talking about it. I sent message to them the other day.
CBL have some
told them,
couple
"Y'all
of
do
internal
something about
issues.
this money, yeah."
Maybe they have some
I don't
internal
care,
issues.
that's not my business. We put them there to do our work. You got your internal issue, it got nothing to do with us. Solve the problem. That's why we elected a government, yeah? I don't care what internal problem they have. I want this country to be run as a government, and part of it is to accept these coins. So what are they fighting each other? That are their business. They're not our business. We pay them to make sure money like this is accepted in the country.
Let's look at commercial banks. There are a couple of commercial banks in country. Are they giving us money out?
They are telling us, that they are refusing this money because they want the money to spread. That good policy, that crazy policy.
Is that a CBL mandate?
Well, probably the mandate. But that's a crazy mandate.
Yeah,
So
maybe,
when the bank
maybe they're acting upon CBL because even the normal US rate, they'll have the rate from CBL.
Is doing this. It's crazy to me because that's not what would ensure that this money is accepted. That's not enforceability at its best. Because when the banks ever refuse any money, that's a sign that's bad money.
It's a bad money.
So when the bank starts saying no, they say, "We will not take that money so you can spread in the country." The people say, your own money, your money. Then they say, "But the bank not taking the money, we don't want that." The first thing they confront us with. He said, "The bank not taking it." The gas stations tell you that. Mr. Colley, we got all this money. The bank, the people say they're not taking the money. But I'm the only one because I do a lot of business with the banks who know why they are not taking the money. Good intention, but bad publicity. Because we are the official people. If I don't know about Monrovia, you expect a villager to know about Monrovia? If any bank refuses this money or says we can't take it because we want it to spread in the country, the people would not understand it that way. The people are understanding it to mean that the banks feel that the money is too heavy. In fact, I want to tell you, the bank doesn't the money heavy, they don't want it. And we don't want to take the heavy money.
In fact, that plastic is only making a lot of noise.
Exactly.
They're making a lot of noise.
Good money like this.
It's a good money.
Good money. And the women tell you the money is small. They're the same people who say you don't make the money big so you can tear our lapper end. Some people say you don't make the money big so you can tear our pocket. The father that don't make you to tear our pocket. The one that talk about the higher you should tear our pocket. You make it small. The people made it too small. What kind of country is this? All of us. Why are we hiding ourselves in this country?
Can I use good quality coins to go to GFK and pay for some medical bills?
That's what you got. That's the money. Unless JFK said, no, we got change for that money. But that's the money of the country. You think that JFK should refuse this money? So somebody must die, being rejected, illegal tender of the country?
You say how much is that in fact?
10,000.
10,000. Okay.
So you got this. You got little sickness, and you go to the bank. You say, "My people, they wire that," and they look at you and say, "Go bring paper." You don't have it. That's the money you have made. Poor people, the only money they got. Man, like me can afford this. I can say, I one day when I go to the bank, I get US. I got big liberty, right? But how many of these poor people got that kind of access to money? It's not fair for the country. Central bank, the current government that just came, should do something about this. You know, this country is a hell of a country. We don't treat each other fairly. I'll give you an example of total top fire and disaster.
Okay.
You know what happened there? Those people got born in that place, which will happen to anybody. And the claim we make is that they've been used to looting cars, so they born a good for them. Come on. Even nobody went to that place and that tanker blasted. The surrounding were not bomb. That was strange, and people saw resource right there. They don't get it, they ran to it, even though it's not an excuse. But when people get born in a disaster like that, we don't like each other. We shouldn't be making those kinds of statements. It's wrong. And guess what? Because of that kind of crazy belief and attitude, the truck that got burned there remained in that place for the longest. I had to influence my brother, Gregory Kuma. I said, Greg, you'll take that truck from over there.
Okay.
It's wrong. It sends a wrong signal. This is a place where children got burned. And this thing will lie down there for months since December. I think we'll remove it some four weeks back.
The police officer, one of the victims, I mean, the family is still crying.
And the man, honestly, I'm going to call Greg again and say, Greg, you ought to do something. That man, he too didn't go to steal, or he went to get people out of stealing, quote unquote. Why is he not having some attention from us? How much money? Why do we hate each other? How much money do we need to take care of this police officer? $10,000 too much for the man. A man who on the line of duty got burned like that. The man is crying all over the place. My people, what wrong with us? From government to government, we'll be able to do that. We can't criticize them when they bring us in, we do the same thing.
Why is it most time people still have problem with the presidents? We change this person, we'll make a better leader.
Because we are not better. We expect miracle by Bwaka. No.
Okay.
I tell people in my community, most of them from Lofa like me,
okay,
who voted Bwaka, quote unquote. Okay. They sit down there and fold their hair in my community. Who can? They expect Joe Bwaka, to come and sweep the road for them.
Well, you voted Bwaka.
Well, I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, your country.
I don't have.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Okay, your country.
We are from Lofa. Okay? I'm just giving.
Is your country still the bread basket for Liberia?
It's Nimba now.
Okay. Lofa, no more bread basket.
No road. So that's all. Nimba the quota and Nimba is producing. That's the truth. I was just speaking with the Minister of Agriculture, Nuta, my friend Alexander Nuta.
Okay. It appears you have so many friends in government now. You can talk to them and say the friends, since John is connected to all of your friends. You could call Greg, you could call Aloysius Talu and say, look, yeah, these are your friends, man. Okay.
But these people are like turtles.
Okay.
You don't put fire, they don't walk.
What sort of fires you put there? The burning wood.
I'm making it an issue today.
You spoil the friendship. The next time you send a WhatsApp message, the next time you send a WhatsApp message, you're not going to have replies.
People like me.
Okay.
So what I do, Greg Comer is one guy who listens. I respect the gentleman. He listens. You know, when you tell him something, he will call you back and say, John, I heard you. I can tell you Greg would take charge of this too.
Of the police guy.
I'm going to let know this. Okay. If the CBL people not talking.
You could do the same to the Talu, man. You're good friend.
No, Talu has responded to me that we're working on it.
They're working on it?
Yeah.
How long have it been?
Well, it's actually since 5 days ago that I put it to him. So I expect my friends there.
It's a middle range plan, it's a long range plan from the CBL.
Short range. You can't want to put more fire on this thing. This is important. Without this money, poor people will suffer. $2 billion of our money is in this. I think 2 or 3 billion. They told me that.
The Ministry of Information, invited all media institutions to a roundtable on Friday.
They didn't call me.
They didn't call you?
My friend and there.
Okay, I ran into
Aaron
called you.
They didn't call me. Maybe they don't take me to be journalist because I'm into NGO business, but I'm a journalist. See, everything I'm doing is associated with media, and they should know that. So
maybe it's an oversight.
Well, yeah, I think so. But
your platform makes decisions. You bring people off. You bring people off for debates. Yeah, these are leaders.
I don't need to go there to make impact, and I'm making impact now. I'm calling on them, all of them. This money is the job of MOI, Ministry of Information. All of us together. This money must be accepted. We should not just be talking politics. So I was telling you, Total. Knowing there's a committee set up in Total to take care of things. I understand they got some money from President Bwaka. World Bank dropped some money there, all kind of thing. My man, the poor couldn't remove the truck.
Okay.
They said they want to memorialize you, keeping that thing there, reminding the people of the trauma of the disaster day. They kept it there until Gregory Comer was not in this country. He was abroad. I sent him WhatsApp message. He responded to me, John, you're saying the truth. I said the thing lying down there now. Because we intervene as part of our work with the Internews to go there and kind of post-disaster meeting with the people. And since we left, the truck just lying down there, the people crying when they see the thing. Committee in play, I don't know what they're on. The people crying, but they're in there too. Come on, man. We just change government to be better, man. What happening to us? So the problem, I normally say to people that what is wrong with Liberia is not they versus us, it's all of us. Walker not foreigner. Joe we are not foreigner.
Hmm.
Ellen Johnson not foreigner. Charles Taylor not foreigner. It's one of us. It's this bad attitude we got in us.
Maybe the popular saying before we get the telephone lines open up, but every person will have their own slogan, and you will not be expected to your own economy. This
Yeah,
is
all
as
that.
usual.
The thing is,
This can suffer us.
okay, I'm treating this one. I don't hold
Now
many
you see
people.
all the future then saying no business. Everywhere is saying that. Well,
For people to be rejecting and disrespecting Lord and not business as usual, this money must be accepted, or I will lead a campaign against what they are doing.
Hmm.
This money is our money. They shouldn't sit there and poor people suffer. We made this money for the country. If the people refuse it, use the law against them. Use the law.
Great. Yes. Unfortunately, my main line, those of you, maybe there are some lawmakers who know my direct contact. I'm absolutely off this morning.
What happened?
My
It's still
phone
your
got
phone?
my phone got messed up. It's blind.
Oh,
I mean, I can't see anything. So let's use an alternative.
you use the money to buy one phone.
The Libertines guy reject this money. Yeah, he said no, I'm not going to take coins. And who you going to run to if someone reject that kind of money?
You should run to the CBL, to the police, to tell them to take
If an
him to
ordinary
court.
market woman runs to the CBL, would they give them the ordinance?
So that's why you got government as a chain.
Mhm,
So you don't need to go to central bank.
mhm.
You need to go to see a police officer, a DEA, whoever the security. They say security people are instructed to act on scene anywhere. So the level of the people is the security in the marketplace. The market president should be able to take action. Market security people. We don't need to go to CBO or Oman Bwaka. Bwaka is at the top there. I want government from. If I want to talk to President Bwaka, I got to call my girl, Kula Fofana. I
Yeah.
call Bwaka regularly.
So the president is up there. He's looking down. He said, "What's going on?" I'm hearing a lot of noise
Yeah.
in the
So,
business sector, the marketeers.
and look, man, we need to change things, man.
Let's get the lines activated. Virtual librarian journalist John Colley. Look, Mika, next time you're calling such a gathering, please invite John Colley
I
too.
mean, don't worry about that. I don't
Yeah,
need
no,
to
I have
see
to worry.
minister I live in this country. They know me. I don't see president and minister for years. I in the bush passing around.
Okay.
Everybody can be big man.
You love being in the bush. Why?
Some people got to be small, O'Neill, for people to be president. All of us can be big people.
Everybody getting the most, brother. Yeah.
I don't want.
Way in this
I don't want
forest.
any job. I sell water. I do the thing there, my man. I want to be one of the subjects of the leaders. Everybody can be big man.
0770-153-265. This on the line here of Maine this morning. 0770-153-265. Let's pick up the calls until 10:05 this morning. This is the Truth Breakfast Show, the last segment. Why is it in the business librarian coins has been rejected? Let's see who can pick our first caller. Good morning. Morning. Go ahead.
But leave the radio now.
Leave the monitor
Well,
now. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor Wegner.
If you don't do it, I will do it. They know me.
Okay, thank you.
If you don't do it, go to marketplace.
Yes, just hang up the line. Let's get more calls up. Good morning.
Yes. Thank you for taking my call. And good morning, John. John.
That person not there.
Yes, Lucky, hold on. I don't know what's happening. Yes. Go ahead. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm actually struggling with the phone this morning. Good morning.
Okay.
Morning. See, it's not if I take coins now to say that to get a phone.
They said no.
They
say no to you.
Yeah, let's try. Let's give this another try. Good morning. Morning. Go ahead. Okay.
Mm.
here. Do you see in using against their common for the country? So, like, do you believe that like you're supposed to be those qualities, so to speak? Do we see what we need to use?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lucky. Let's see another person coming through the line. Good morning. Okay. Maybe go ahead. Please be audible. I'm struggling to hear you. Hello?
Talk loud, talk loud, talk loud.
I think this country will go power, and I pray that this particular government will actually think about me and support me in helping the China that we are making. Thank you. God bless them.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I'm struggling with the line. So, John, let's you can respond to yes.
So, Mr. Lake, I believe in what you seem to believe in. I believe that we can be Ghana, we can be Sierra Leone, we can be Guinea.
Mm-hmm.
They have foreign exchange in their country, but it's not floating as we do here with the United States dollars. But every government that comes, they will pretend to say they want to deal with the situation. By the time they settle down, they say U.S. is the best for us.
Okay.
So this is where we find ourselves. That's probably part of the problem. We got too much big money than to accept the so-called almost valueless that we have. That's probably the problem. I'm not saying that's the problem, but I think our government should decide one day that one tender will be the money we use in our country. Liberian dollars, yes. We can have the money in the bank. When you want to go buy your $1 million thing, you go to the bank. In Ghana, you can have.
If you are in Ghana, if I'm sending you money, you're not going to receive that money in USD. You're going to get it in the CDs.
You will even get it in coins. Okay? So you don't go to Ghana with US dollar in your pocket until you enter somewhere and buy with it. You're not buying. You're going to buy in Ghanaian CDs. You're going to do it in Ivorian Sefa. In Senegal, the same thing. In Sierra Leone, the same thing. So why are we treating ourselves this way? To the extent where the money we made now, we accept that people should not accept it. And we sit down and just watch people do it. The very foreigners, the aliens come here and reject our money. You go to their country, you're not fooled to reject any cent. But we accept it here. You go all to those stores at Ominga, they tell you we don't want the money. Who are they to be telling us they don't want the money that we make? So how people will live? How will we live? And they say now we just treat things with lackadaisicity in the country. Carefreeness, we don't care. As long as we're eating, we're all right.
Believe you me and I, between you and I, if you drop this topic for the day, that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
If you leave it.
Once I leave it, they leave it. You pound them. I mean, this country, people will say they're suffering. When you fight for them, they get it. The first money they drop in their hand, they eat it. This country, something wrong with all of us. We must fix it. This money should be accepted in our country. That's my last and first advice to our government. Let them do something about this.
As you close up.
Yes. Let them do something about this. There's the money for us, the poor people. Without this money, the poor people will keep suffering. And even the rich people will suffer. Because when people ask me for money, they'll be asking you for the bigger one. They're not asking you for $5. Small children will not ask for $5 again. They're asking for $50. Motorbike boys are rejecting the money. And all they're trying to do is to make more money. Then when you go to them and say, no cheap. But why did you reject the money that the other man gave you? You go right now, you ride by, you get in the money, they say, I don't want it. They go in from people's eyes and they say, I'm not getting change. What kind of business is this? A big us, man.
Yes, thank you so much. The voice of veteran Liberian journalist John Colley, closing us up on this Monday. The Truth Breakfast Show has been wonderful to have you breakfast since 7:30 this morning. We'll be back on tomorrow. On behalf of the Richard Lieutenant Maka Davis, well, in the midst of all, country first. On behalf of the Truth Breakfast Show, going John with this campaign, yes, we should accept the Liberian coins on the market. Yes. Thank you so much. My name is O'Neill. Have a blessed Monday. Bye bye.